Okay, and we are back. I've been really excited to play this again. I haven't played it in months. It's currently June. I don't remember when I last played this. I haven't played this game since February? I just looked it up, now I've forgotten. Um, yeah, February 10th. That is insane. And now I'm gonna run it again. Left on a cliffhanger, basically. Update. Stay. Okay, no, that's newsletter. Continue. 20 cycles in, we're already this deep. I don't remember fully what happened. I remember we were leaving. Uh, I'm trying to remember what happened. We left. What was it? Hexport. I think that was what the name was. Left Hexport. Went to somewhere, met a character called Bliss, I believe, and I try to kill Seraphim. One, I forget what his name is. We're gonna figure that out as soon as I get through this. Um, I'm really excited to see where we are, what we got to do. Let's get right into this. I need to play this more often. Ooh, look at that. And then the music immediately. Right. I have. Oh, rig ongoing repairs. The rig has been severely damaged. You cannot travel until the repair work is complete. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't even let me select anything. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even do that. Okay, anyway. We have to look at that once the thing is all fixed. This is crazy. Okay. Spindle Core, bustling space commons. Okay. Let's quickly go over all that we've got. I've gotta work on that dice. I gotta use it, just flat out. Use it, get whatever bullshit I can. 80% negative, 10% positive, or 20% positive, I can math. Fuck. What is, hold on, what is... Okay, I'll have to look at here in a second. Okay, let's use this, just go ahead and get it out of the way. Oh, we got Pinnacle Explorer. So does that get rid of... Oh. Oh. I was not expecting this. Also, I turned on my fan just now, so if you hear that, I apologize. It's really fucking hot. I don't have proper AC, so I'm getting really hot. So if you hear the AC in the back, or not AC, the fan in the background, I apologize. But I'm trying not to fucking die. I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was just gonna be like, all right, yeah, you did this, now, you know, go do more shit. No, we're just getting a whole thing right now. A strip of chaos in the void. As you glide through the Pinnacle docks, you hear a shouting echo down a corridor. You tentatively change directions, your eyes fixed ahead as the passage widens out into a large bay. Others rush past you, heading towards the commotion. Your eyes are drawn by the bay's vast viewing window, which is currently being spattered with glittering shards of ice. In front of it, a dock worker is shouting to anyone who will listen. Oh, what the fuck? Went all the way to the top. Spacers working of the far spindle, we need your urgent assistance. The water carrier Spring Tide has suffered heavy damage in its transit from Wellspring. It takes a breath. All available hands, we need you to help secure the cargo. Without this water, Far Spindle will struggle to support you. He looks desperately at the crowd. Please, any who are able to help, please make yourself known. Behind him, a corona of ice ejects from the side of the tanks, drawing a pale halo around the ship. Oh. A handful of experienced-looking spacers push through the crowd towards the front, and dock workers start to direct them to nearby bridges. You watch the scene unfold, hesitant in the face of making someone else's problem your own. So we can help if we absolutely want to. It's an option. Optional stuff. Interesting. So it's like a side quest. Oh, that's so interesting. That's so interesting. Okay. So I wonder if we could have changed that if we, you know, weren't so damaged and if we were like not so on edge. We can make that perfect. Let's look around real quick before I lock in with that. So we've got spindle core. The core of the spindle is where crew and freelancers mix, travelers rest, and resupply and business gets done. So this is pretty much where we're going to get our money and get shit sold. Bay, the rig. Hexport's demise has put a barrier between Darkside and the far spindle. Lane can't follow, so for now you are safe. For now. It's not guaranteed, though. That's my concern. Repairing the rig. The repair is mostly patched up, but Bliss wants a few more cycles to run final tweaks and diagnostics. So we've got how many cycles? 4. Okay, so we gotta wait at least 4 days before we do anything with that. The underhang. Underhang residents couldn't afford to rent further up, so they came here to build their own units. They are always in need of repair work. Wander the underhang. Many residents of the far spindle live in the ramshackle. Jesus, Jinx. Fucking Christ. My cat likes to jump through the window. Fucking scared the hell out of me. Hi, bitch. What's up? Hi. Is it raining? Oh, and you're knocking shit over. What's up? Oh, now you're jumping. Come on. Hi, bud. Hey, buddy. Hi. You can't be in my lap. You can chill there. I can get a little scratches. Hi, bud. Alright. Many residents of the far spindle live in the ramshackle underhang. It's not an easy place to learn to navigate. Okay, so that's going to be where a lot of criminals are, a lot of struggling folks. So that's interesting. Okay, so we got a lot of diversity. Okay, so these are going to be like where a lot of the workers are. This is the middle area where we are, and then the poor people, basically. Okay, let me get a real glimpse of what I'm doing. Okay, there must be a lot to do because those are really expensive on the left. This is interesting. Okay, let's fuck around with the pinnacle dock. Let's see if we can't get some money out of this. We are going to need to repair ourselves, and I'm not too sure. New location discovered. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay, so then I can help repair it. There's 6 cycles before shit dies, so we should probably look into that. That could actually help us a whole lot. Raw scrap. Plates, pipes, and heavy strut work. Okay, can I use that? Rig bunks. I can rest and recover. Odd jobs. We're good on cryo right now. Supplies, I guess, is needed. How do I repair myself? That's a big thing. Where do I go to sleep as well? How do I turn in? How do I turn in for the night? Oh, end cycle. Okay, that's interesting. So there's no like bed or anything right now. Unless that's always been that way. I don't remember, but if it's not been like that, they must just brought in for this. Okay. Oh god. Okay, that's not bad. The glitch is bad, but after this, we don't have any more glitches, which is good. really fucking good. I kind of want to help with the Pinnacle docks more, but I also want to explore more. We don't have a lot of options. That's a big issue as well. So I might just come over here and help. I might not want to do that. Let's throw this in there. This may give us 2. It does give us 2. Okay. So with that, let's go here. This really doesn't do us anything. We may get a positive, we may not. 9 cryo, that's fine. You know, I'll take it. And then with that, okay, we'll do this. Let's hope that, what's his name? Seraphim gets some, who's honking? Oh shit. You wake to the sound of blaring proximity alarms. You quickly unstrap from your bunk and dizzily glance around. Lane, bounty hunters, you kick off and glide to the door. As you do, Bliss pops their head around the corner. Sorry. Oh, sorry. They look a little sheepishly. In all honesty, it's not my fault. Your wiring's all backwards. You're fucking with me? It takes you a moment to understand what's happening. You steady yourself against the door frame. Sorry, I'm a little jumpy. I get it. Bliss looks down. Didn't mean to wake you. It takes you a while to get ready and drift down to the mess and see what's happened. By then, Bliss has turned off the alarms. You find them unspooling wires from a hatch you'd never previously noticed in the mess's ceiling. Sorry again, Sleeper. Their voice comes through the ceiling panels, muffled and dull. You settle at a stool, neatly tucking your legs behind the crossbar. How are the repairs coming? Bliss spins deftly, hooking their legs onto an open ceiling, into the open ceiling, so that from your perspective they are hanging upside down. Almost done, if you can believe it. Their messy hair floats around their head. A couple of cycles worth of diagnostics, and I'll be happy enough to release her back to you. Hey, it is Seraphim. Okay, I was getting Seraphim, not Seraphim. You get what I mean. I've been saying basically the name. A yawning Seraphim drifts in. He looks between the two of you, amused. What are you both doing up so early? You and Bliss exchange amused looks. What? Seraphim asks. You didn't hear the alarm? He shrugs. Heavy sleeper. He drifts over to the mess's cupboards to hunt for some breakfast. You turn back to Bliss, but they have disappeared back into the ceiling panels. Before long, the mess is filled with the shrill screech of power tools. Seraphim looks totally unaffected and hooks himself onto a stool, lazily sucking at a ration pouch while he taps away at his slate. The screech finally stops. After a while, you kick off from your stool. Time to head out. Bliss rushes after you, stopping you in the passageway before you leave. I have something I want to show you. Oh? Bliss leads you off the main corridor into a corner of the ship you don't remember visiting before. You come into a room with low sloped ceilings, a single round window illuminating some neat tool storage, and a workbench set into the wall. Look, Bliss begins. I'm no specialist, but I'm a quick learner and good at repairs. They smile. And I think you have a need for me. They glance at you. Glance at you at a tear in the thick vinyl skin of your arm. Can I have a look? Okay. They smile and lead you towards the workbench. They turn your arm, looking at the tear from all angles. They reach over to the workbench and take a small sealant gun from the rack. You look at the setup. It's basic, but it looks clean and well organized. They gently close the tear with sealant, pressing the edges together so it closes up neatly. After they are done, they release your arm, and you can barely see the scar. Bliss admires their work. See? They smile. I know it's Hello? Can I speak? I know it's more serious than a tear. Bliss folds their arm, but I can handle it. They turn and search through a set of metal drawers for a moment. Here, they produce a couple of carefully machined, pristine components. Was saving these for an important job. They wink. I guess I just found it. Bliss pushes the components into your hand. Take them. When you are ready, come up here and we'll fix you up. Bliss, you saint. I'm gonna have to pay you off. I already know it. It's gonna cost a damn fortune. These are rare to find though. In future, we might have to make do with something lower quality. They wince. You can find scrap components at most scrapper ships, like that one that's hanging around the underhang. Oh, I see. Okay. The better components, the easier they'll integrate with your system. Bliss leans on the workbench. I'll do my best to keep you running. Why help me? You are a guest at my bay, and I can't have my guests' bodies collapsing now, can I? Plus, I think it benefits me if you think of me as indispensable. You know, you're right. Bliss smiles. I had to think about that word for a second because my brain is not braining. I shall get back to fixing the ship. They leave you in the workshop among the simple tools, considering the particular qualities of your new friend. Bliss. Dice repairs are now available. Visit the rig workshop. Ah. So many tutorials. Holy shit. You know, I love it though. I love things, you know, being expanded upon. You can repair your dice at the rig workshop. You can only repair dice which are fully broken. What the fuck? My cat's moving. What's up, bud? You can only repair your dice if they're fully broken. Repairs require either scrap components or rare components. The better components you use, the less glitches you will suffer. Interesting. You cannot repair dice during a contract. That makes sense. Okay. So I have... Oh. Wait, when did I get this? Rare components. When the fuck did I get these? Raw scrap. Okay, so this is just bullshit. I sell this. Rare components. That's interesting. I need my dice desperately. Okay, start action. Do I get all of it or is it just one? It's just one. Okay. Oh, you get a glitch though. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So it may come at like a cost. It's interesting. Okay, let's go. Just go ahead and use them. Get our dice back. I like that. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So next run, we will get more dice. Although we are going to get our, you know, glitch dice again, which it'll be kind of worth it. New location. Gia's Bar. Order a rack. Rack is a seaweed-based liquor. Okay, gonna get drunk. Kelp cakes. Oh! Actually, I should probably get one of these. Yeah, 4. Okay, duly noted. Use that when you only have 1 bar left, because those are expensive. Okay, let's throw back into here. Let's go ahead and get this up because we kind of want to beat this. We can kind of use this to get our, you know, our foot in the door, but really we should be careful with that type of shit. Hopefully Seraphin's doing good. How we looking? Oh shit. You jerk suddenly awake. A fragment is lodged in your mind, a shard of sound, a signal, a tone. It resonates like tinnitus. Obviously internal, inescapable. You look down to see your hands blurred, your fingers dancing as if they were typing. Your fingers flap like caught birds. Take control. It takes all your focus to settle them. You force yourself back into them, a sensation like squeezing into a tight pair of gloves. You flex your hands a little to feel them, test them. What was that? You take a deep breath to calm yourself, but as you do, you are reminded that you don't need to breathe. This is a claustrophobic sensation that you cannot shake. You get up, push off the wall, pull on your clothes, anything to escape the dreams that hover there at the back of your mind. Seraphin drifts in casually, heading to his bunk to grab something. You can't shake the strange sensation that he has. You can't shake the strange sensation that he has just drifting into your mind. He shoots you a glance. I said, "Are you okay?" He gives you a concerned look. "You look terrible." "Not really." You mumble a response. "You need to talk to me, sleeper." Seraphin gives you a look. He sighs. "I know something happened back when we were leaving Hexport." Whew. "I don't know. I saw it, sleeper. I saw something change in your eyes." He pauses, looking for a right way to explain it. "They were cold, fixed. I've never seen that before." He looks away. "Back when we first met, I knew at once you were human. I knew because of your eyes. I'd never met a sleeper before, but I knew immediately that you were no machine. It was obvious. But then on the rig, I couldn't see that anymore. I don't know what happened, but I am a machine." That's interesting. So you can lean into machine or person. That's so interesting. I love the story for this. In the first game, you were strictly human inside a fucking machine. You can full on lean into machine. That's so fucking interesting. Am I a machine? Oh man, that's crazy. I'm just gonna go with human and machine because that is what a sleeper is to me. Oh, trying to identify it. Interesting. What did it feel like? He gives you a curious look. A positive. Oh shit. You close your eyes and recall the moment. You remember Lane's voice, the rig hot and close, the numbness, and then you see it, the glittering in the non-space of your mind, thin and bright, like spider silk, a thread, a connection between your mind and something else. You open your eyes to Seraphin's expectant face. You try to think of how to describe what you just felt, but words fail you. Still, you know you felt it, the invisible hand of a signal linked to your mind, and the thought makes you shiver. We need to get you checked. We need to know what's happening. Seraphin gives you a stubborn stare. This isn't just about you. But where? I've been asking around. Seraphin's face is set with determination now. There's another station near this one. Flotsam. It's a mess and accumulation of wrecks and docked ships, but it also houses some of the best artificers in the wash. We should go there as soon as the rig is ready. I'll think about it. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for me. Seraphin shakes his head. Please. Look, he pauses. I know I don't know what it's like to be a sleeper. I understand there are things you can't tell me, can't show me, but I do know how fear can keep you from doing things you need to do. I'm not going to nag you about it, he sighs, but it needs to be done. He passes by you as he leaves the bunks, squeezing your shoulder as he does, leaving you to your thoughts. You finish getting dressed, feeling your body, its strangeness, even though you wish you didn't. At the very least, you know you need to find someone who can stop you falling apart. Maybe Flotsam is not such a bad idea. You push the thought to the back of your mind. There's a cycle ahead, and the rig isn't ready. When it is, then you'll see. That's so fucking good! Oh my god! I love that. That's so fucking amazing. Okay, so now let's... Okay, so Bliss needs one more cycle to finish that. We have 3 cycles before something happens. I should go to the underhang to get more dice fixed, but right now, I kind of want to work on this more. I can throw this in here. That'll give us an immediate 2. Could I push myself? I don't think I could. Okay. The chances of me getting this, I don't think are high. If I can get at least 1, that'll be good. I don't think I'll get 2, though. Yeah, that's fine. Now the question is, can I get it from this? No. The answer is no. That's fine, though. We only have 1 more that we need to do. Let's go to the underhang. And really, just doing this is not going to really do much, so we're just going to throw it in this. Okay, that's fine. I am just going to go ahead and go to the next cycle. That'll get the rig up, which is good. And then from there, see what's going on. As you drift lazily down to the ship's mess, you hear raised voices. You steel yourself for a moment at the entrance, then slip inside. Seraphin sits hooked onto his usual stool, his slate glowing beside him. He is shaking his head as you enter. Bliss, meanwhile, is floating freely and gesticulating sharply as they explain something important. I don't see why not, Bliss chops at the air. It's not like you have an alternative. We can get the cryo. It'll take time, but we can get it. That was the deal, Seraphin speaks calmly, trying to placate Bliss. Sleeper, Bliss spots you entering, and they turn to Seraphin. Let's see what the sleeper thinks about it. About what? They both fall silent for a moment. Seraphin sighs. The rig's ready, Sleeper. Bliss gestures around the mess. I fixed it. Hell, I've improved it. She's purring thanks to me. Now, won't you say, having done such an incredible job, I deserve to be paid properly for my work? A calculated look crosses their face. A refit and retune like this would typically cost my clients hundreds of cryos, even if I was feeling charitable. Seraphin sighs loudly. He knows where this is going. See, I can make you pay, and maybe you could even scrape the cryo up, but not without taking a contract and taking the ship off station, leaving me in the lurch. We wouldn't do that, Seraphin starts, but Bliss holds up a hand to shush him. So I have a proposition. One that clears the debt completely. They pause. I will turn around the open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. You keep me in work, give me my split, and give me transit to wherever you are headed. I'll even keep the rig I'll even keep this rig of yours working for free. They shrug. What could be better than that? Us paying and being on our way, with no hangers on. Seraphin folds his arm and looking at you. Tell him, Sleeper. We can pay. Ooh, okay. We can use their help. They are the only person that has somewhat been generous enough to help us without screwing us. They're literally telling us we can get this shit for free if we just let them be on our ship. And we pay them a little bit with whatever shit we do. I don't think that's bad. Plus, if it's going to be hundreds, I have 70. I'm broke. I ain't paying shit. I think that having them on our ship is a good idea. I think. But this could turn around and bite us in the ass. We're going to go with that, though. Bliss grins at Seraphin. See? Sleeper gets it. You can use my help. I'm an excellent engineer, a tidy shipmate, and a half-decent chef. I'll hold you to that. I'm done with the far spindle. I'm done taking not enough jobs for not enough cryo on a station where I know nobody. They pause, satisfied. You're welcome. Seraphin holds up his hands. Look, we appreciate it. We are on the run, Bliss. Trust me, you are better off here. He gives them a serious look. Even telling you this could put you in danger. Bliss pauses. Then they start laughing. On the run? They shake their head, smiling. You expect me to be scared off by that goofy shit? It's true. So we have no choice. It's true. Bliss just shrugs. The system is at war. The belt is spiraling into chaos, into a crisis. Everyone's got something. I know you were at Hexport. Seraphin looks at them Hello? I know you were at Hexport. Seraphin looks at them open-mouthed, searching for a retort. What happened there? Who's to say it won't happen here? I'm not sitting around watching this all play out any longer. They take a deep breath. Something has to give. Bliss turns to Seraphin. Look, you've done your due diligence, or whatever. You were on the run. I've been warned. I accept the risk. That's it. At the end of the day, your ship is clamped to my bay, so unless you know my encryption protocols, there's not much left to discuss. Seraphin shakes his head, a small smile crossing his face. They've got us there. He looks at you and then Bliss. Looks like we've gained a crewmate. He unhooks from his stool. But I'm moving to the engine room, and he drifts off towards the bunks to gather his things. You and Bliss exchange a nervous look. Sleeper. Welcome aboard. Bliss smiles and gives you a half-hearted mock salute. You know, I like Bliss. I forget what the other fucker's name was. There were two of them. The girl who had the brother, I liked her, but then the other chick, I didn't really like her. She had too many secrets, but she wasn't that bad. I don't really fuck with them that much now because I don't really remember them. The sister is kind of cool, I guess. I like Bliss. I like Bliss a lot. Bliss is cool. You leave Bliss in the galley, and head for the cockpit. The rig is ready to fly again, but the question is, where to take her next? Seraphin mentions Flotsam, a short starward journey from here, as a busy station where you might find an artificer to help diagnose your glitches and errors. Does that mean I'm just going to keep that shit until I talk to an artificer? That's kind of fucked. Sunward, meanwhile, is the Helion Gate, an abandoned and uninhabitable megastructure left over from the Solheim days. May be good for salvage, but not an easy place to survive. And beyond that, well, as they say, the belt is wide, and at least now you have a functioning ship. Interesting. New ship crew available. Hell yes. You have unlocked the belt map. Go to the map and press the belt button to travel to other hubs in Starward Belt. Interesting. Okay. So now, Hasnav. Oh, okay, so I see. Okay, so we can't get through that until we get a Hasnav. Okay, so that's Flotsam. Where is that? Wellspring. Okay, so I understand now. Can't go to Holmes Rock. The Helion Gate. Irradiated zone. What? Oh, okay, so that gray shit with the lines is the irradiated zone. Scattered yards. Interesting. Oh wait, green belt. Where's that? The Hollow. What? This is awesome. Helion Gate. I don't have fuel for this, so I'm not going anywhere. Where am I? Where is anything? Okay. So there's the rig. We have at least one more cycle before shit goes to hell. Uh, okay. I should probably go here. Buy kelp cake so I can, have something to eat. Okay, I'm gonna use this because we got a 4. This should be plenty. It is. Minor drive complete. It's only a minor drive. You watch from the docking bay's viewing window as the crumpled vast hull of the spring tide is fully welded shut by a score of bright torches flickering against its side. Everywhere I look, I see a crisis. The voice comes from beside you, and you turn to see a man floating there. Watching the repair work, you don't recognize him. I saw you out there, helping the crew. He turns to you with a serious look. The far spindle needs that water. Yeah, the far spindle needs that water. You aren't wrong. He pauses, watching you carefully. I haven't seen you on the spindle before. What if I... What? Hold on. I haven't seen you on the spindle before. What if I may ask you, is your business here? I'm escaping someone. I'm running a crew. None of your business. Running a crew. He nods. I see. Got this stick drift. It's not bad. It's just persistent. I see. Springtide is my ship. Oh. His face remains impassive. At least I am her captain. I do not own her. The Lodic Syndicate, my employer, was the one to put her into service. Why didn't you say earlier? Glad to meet you. He bows his head gently. Malik. Good to meet you, Malik. You have my thanks for assisting with the repairs. We were caught by some autonomous Conway munitions. He looks out at his ship. The Wellspring run is getting more dangerous every cycle. And after Hexport, he pauses. I do not expect things to improve. You both go quiet. For a moment, the loss of the station still inspiring silence in anyone who mentions it. Tell me, Malik meets your eye. As a sleeper, do you feel you have advantages over others, or does your particle condition provide only weakness? It's like in the middle. Because I don't have to breathe. I don't really have to eat in some cases. I guess I do. But like I have my ups and downs. I wish there was a third option of just like it's in the middle. Because I have upsides. Because I can repair quickly. I'm very fixable. But, well, fucking glitch. There are many downsides. Many downsides. He nods. Of course. But you are stronger, hardier, and more capable than most humans. He gestures towards the springtide. Your work on my ship only evidence your abilities. You far outperformed even my own crew. He looks at you, angling his head in deference. In conditions that are usually deadly. Sadly, despite even your good work, our losses have been great, and the administration at the Far Spindle are not happy. We are to be impounded here until the Lodic Syndicate fulfills the agreed water freight. He frowns at the crumpled-looking ship. This war continues to pressure the belt. What will you do? This is where you are needed, Sleeper. Malik folds his arms. My crew tells me you have a ship. You have workers. This is what I need. As we fled from the Conway attack, our navigator registered something of great interest. A water-rich asteroid, one I believe is previously unknown to the syndicates. He comes a little closer. For now, I have sworn him to secrecy, as I must you. But if this asteroid could be surveyed, its value confirmed, it would more than make up for the shortfall of springtide. He pauses thoughtfully. So tell them where it is. How does this involve me? Patience, Sleeper. I'm coming to that. Well, my bad. Shit. I want you to survey the asteroid for me. It's a simple enough job, but its location, so close to the edge of the wash, it's problematic. However, you have shown yourself to be very competent. If you are careful, There is no reason you should have problems with Conway, or any other hostile party for that matter. And what do I get? I will, of course, reimburse you with a portion of the fee the Far Spindle administration are withholding from me. 250 cryo is my offer. How will your employer feel about that? Why will your employer, how will you feel about that? The Lodic Syndicate only cares that its water is delivered and its fees paid. I am free to make sure this happens in a timely and efficient manner as I see fit. Malik passes you a thumbnail drive. Here are the details on the tests I need you to run for the survey. A sample core of ice from deep within the asteroid should give you enough material to work with. You notice a member of the Spring Tide's crew waiting quietly at a distance, and Malik nods to them discreetly. This is a delicate matter, Sleeper. Survey the rock, and on your return, broadcast the results to my personal terminal. The frequency is in that data. He pauses, meeting your eye. The results go to me, only to me. Then once the matter is resolved, you will be paid. I am needed. He nods to his crew member. But I expect you have all you need. He pauses. I've enjoyed watching you work, Sleeper. Impress me again. Interesting. And with that, he bows a little and drifts away to meet his crew member. After watching him go, you turn back to Springtide, still impressive despite being scarred with curls of ice and shiny with fresh welds. You imagine any captain of a ship like this. Imagine any captain of a ship like that has been through a lot to get where they are. That makes them a valuable ally or a dangerous adversary. Depending on where you are, you hope with Malik you can find your way to being the former. Interesting. Okay, so now we also have 2 drives, I just realized. Where am I? Okay. So we've got 2 points. 2 stress, minus 2 stress if roll 6. That could be good. That actually could be good. What is this? No dice damage on push reroll. Huh. Oh, no dice damage. Okay, so if I So before that, if I were to push it, it would have damaged my dice. So it's actually good I got that. Reroll cannot be a 1. That later one's pretty nice. Reroll random dice, but plus 1 rolled. Okay, so that would roll 2 dice. This could be good, but the chances of that are low. I may go with this, honestly. Or I could go over here and look at some of this, because I'm not getting shit from Enduring. Enduring is fucked. So I'm never getting that. But I do kind of want to get this, because that could be really, really good for me. Shit. I'll hold on to the points for now. Maybe I'll do the 4. Okay, so we gotta use this dice eventually. Let's run this. Maybe if we're lucky. Okay. New location discovered. What new location? Signal station. Interpret signals. The signal station reaches for signals in the Far Spindle local region. Sorting them is too much work for just the crew. Makes use of network arrays across the Far Spindle. Synchronizing them is specialist work. So I would actually roll with this. I'm not going to fuck with that just yet, though, because I do want to... Can I get a perfect? No. Okay, I'll go fuck myself. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this perfect until I can figure something out. Okay, let's roll with down here a little bit. Yeah. Let's get this, because we may need more scrap for later. New location discovered. So where is this? Nemba's kitchen? Is that what that said? Earn a meal. Interesting. Nemba's kitchen serves those who can't work in the underhang, but able-bodied visitors like you have to work a kitchen shift to get to eat. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I like this. I love how different this is. I will say, though, I'm in desperate need of fuel and all this type of shit. This next one, I need to find a place that sells fuel and food. If I can't do that, I can forget getting any job. That is perfect. Oh my god. All right, am I going to get a little text thing? I am not. Spindle core, the pinnacle. Let's roll with this. We're guaranteed this. This is perfect for us. Okay. So, what is this? Is this going to let us buy stuff? Bar shift. This will let us get money. A gambler's friend. Okay. I'm not going to roll with that just yet because that's a lot of stuff I'm going to need. And I don't know if I got time for that. So I am instead going to fuck around with this. See how it works. See how it looks. Great. New location discovered. Spindle's Edge. Okay, I think this is the new one. Ceiling shift. Most of the Far Spindle's workers don't like going out to seal up the new units, so they leave that tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. Fucking lazy. Lazy? The fuck you doing? Alright, let's throw this in here. Let's get this. And then we're good. New location discovered. Scrapper ship. We kind of need this. Oh, okay, so we can process it. The scrappers will process your scrap in bulk, pay you for the offcuts, and return you with the process plates. It's not a bad deal. That's actually decent. Let me go ahead and do this. How much is it going to give me? Oh, 7 cryo. Okay. Okay, so what is... Hold on. Ready for the exchange. Okay. Okay, so I gotta figure out where to go now. Spindle core. Maybe this is where I should be focusing. Explore the core. Let's throw this in here. New location discovered. I like that it, brings things open more. Okay, so this is where I can buy shit now. That's good. That's actually really, really good. 40. Yikes. That's 6. That's 8. 8 extra fuel. That's actually really nice. Alright, I think we're just gonna buy the full fuel. It's cheaper to get the full fuel than the full supplies, and that's interesting to me. Okay. And then I'm gonna buy this. I don't have enough for more, but that's not bad. What can I do here? Okay, 1 cryo. How much left? Okay. We've got 1 more cycle. After this, God knows what's going to go on. Okay. Oh, those are not good dice. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop to blink it away. It is a tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. And then the voice begins, hissing through the background noise of the rig systems, a new whine among the chorus of light support and ventilation. You bitch! Sleeper, the hiss brings Lane's sharp features to mind. I suppose you thought you had slipped my net. Hexport jumps into your mind, an image of the station immolating in white light, though you were not conscious to witness it. You were distant. His voice hisses into white noise. But you are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper, and I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your finger to tap your forehead in here until you cannot resist. A bright smile, pale eyes, a growing hiss that hurts, and the hiss is gone. The rig suddenly quiet, the stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes, but the fear remains. Oh my god. Sleeper, you good? Seraphim is there, floating by your berth. You were talking. Lane is coming. Seraphim looks alarmed. You feel him, right? He looks away. We can use that. Stay ahead of him. He squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We're fast and smart. We can keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way, he frowns. Somehow. You nod. You don't know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this, how he's able to speak into you. But you want so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he has done to you before it is too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all costs. That is not a long... Oh! That is not a lot of time. -3 per travel. Tutorial. Lane is hunting you once again. His progress will be tracked by the hunt clock. If this is filled, he will catch up to you. It will increase once every cycle you spend at a hub. However, each time you travel, the hunt is reduced by 3. If you keep moving, you can stay one step ahead of Lane. Interesting. That's... Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So, assuming I go to a contract, does that count towards it? Or am I just fucked in that situation? That's interesting. Okay. Shit. Okay. Okay. I have no cryo. I should probably work on that job I was given just as soon as fucking possible, because that's 250 off rip. I just don't know. That's the asteroid. How far is it? That's -3. I would have to really be careful. I have 4 supplies. It may be worth it. -3 of the hunt. Okay, so it does count towards that. Then maybe I wait and use my dice here. Yeah. Let's think about this smart. I have dice. They're not really good this cycle. If I go to it and use those dice, they may not be great. So if I go ahead and use the dice here, it's not great. But if I go ahead and use the dice here, and then re-roll it the next day, if they're good, then I'll go. But if I don't go, and they're still shit, I continue to work here till it hits day 3. From day 3, go to the asteroid, lose the 3, do the work, come back, and I'm fucking chilling. I might be a genius. A little less energy, but that's fine. Minor drive given. The far spindle lives up to its name. Its tall stature making it a real effort to travel from end to end. The locals' solution to this problem are the transit tunnels, massive tubes bolting onto the outside of the spindle that allow for rapid passage from bottom to top. As you find yourself in one of these cavernous passages, bulky cargo haulers rushing by, you start to wonder if braving them is worth the effort. Back up. The shout rattles down the bare transit corridor like a gunshot, and it is rapidly followed by a crunching impact. You spin back, pushing yourself against the side of the wide cylindrical passage. As you do, a hauler glides past, sending a rippling wave of air across you as it in its wake. Oh, I remember seeing this guy from screenshots. When the roar subsides, you hear a string of explanative coming from nearby. A spiky-looking figure clutching some oddly shaped open frame object gestures wildly at the vehicle as it glides away. Dickhead, she spits an impressive glob of saliva down the tunnel and expires in 0G. She turns to you in her anger. You see that? Tried to slam me into the wall. I didn't. Total dickhead. I didn't. She frowned. Well, whatever. She sniffs and looks you up and down. Not supposed to be in the transit system without a vehicle. She squints. Not like I care, but maybe you do. Right. Sorry. Like I said, don't care. She rolls one of her shoulders, stretching it out. You're new here, right? Yes. She shrugs sympathetically. Figures. Let me give you a tip. She begins to check her open frame vehicle, tightening bolts and untangling pipes. Avoid the haulers. Dickheads, the lot of them. Especially the water haulers. Think they're better than anyone. Don't mess with the stevedores. Don't mess with the stevedores, though. They're good people. Get treated like shit by everyone else, just like us. She rapidly plugs and unplugs a series of connectors. Fuck. They'll show you the shortcuts. She looks up. And never, ever get into a spindlejack's way. She smiles, spinning the vehicle in her hand. Spindlejack? She thumps her chest. You're looking at one. She pauses, considering something, then suddenly she reaches into one of her many pockets, pulls out a small transparent rectangle punched with holes. Text glints within it, reading Cadent Strip Line Express. You take it. Cadet. She flexes proudly. That's me. Strip line is my outfit. Camels, the dispatcher, small outfit, but we punch above our weight. Dispatch is here in the spindle core, but I run the transit tunnels up and down the spindle 10 times a cycle. You need anything moving on the spindle? Data, tech, messages too hot for the hard line? Come find me. So you're a courier. Got it in one. She kicks off the wall and mounts her bike, triggering a small burst of compressed air to keep herself steady in the transit passage. You hear a buzz of distorted speech from what you assume is her dispatcher. Cadet angles her head to her communicator and mutters back into it. Got a hop sleeper. She looks over at you and something flickers in her eyes. An idea, or perhaps just a realization. You might be able to help me with something. Package that's been bothering me. She squints down the passage. Come to the office at Strip Line in a few cycles and I'll show you. Sure. Call it a favor on account of me saving you from being flattened by a hauler. She winks. Now you better get out of here before another hauler tries to squish you. You step back as she twists the handlebars and a burst of air sends her flying down the transit corridor at an unsettling speed. You watch her go, slightly caught off guard by her final remarks. What would a courier need you for? You turn the idea over in your head and you find a way out the transit corridor, back into the safety of the main concourse. Okay. New location discovered. Strip Line Express. Cadet's complication. Cadet mentioned needing help with something, but you are still at a loss for knowing what the courier might want. Okay. That's interesting. So. Venture bar shift. Let's go ahead and throw these in there. Maybe we'll get some cryo out of it. Not really. Okay. Didn't mean to stop my mic there. Okay. 3 cryo. Not the best. Can we buy food? Yes, we can. That's good, honestly. The far spindle is an exhausting place to find freelancers. There is no shortage of spacers here. The corridor and bays throng with crew inbound and outbound, on or between contracts trading stories, contracts, and materials. But whatever language, appearance, or code identifies someone as worth signing on with, you don't seem to have it. Perhaps it is because you are a new face or are noticeably unsure. Or perhaps it is just because you are a sleeper. You push the thought to the back of your mind and instead focus on what's in front of you. The vast cylindrical tank at the center of Gaia's gyre. The first time you enter the bar, you floated open mouth, much like all the new arrivals do, at the sight of the huge kelp stack, the biggest you have ever seen. Even now, your eyes fixed on the fronds of seaweed that wave in the circulating water. Beyond the curve of dirty glass, you find it impressive. You take a sip of the harsh, saline-scented rack from its magnetic vessel, secured into the bar as you suck on the straw, your eyes following the shifting fronds. You hear someone clearing their throat beside you at the bar. Oh, I've seen a screenshot of this guy too. Hypnotic, isn't it? The voice is low and rumbling, and comes from a large figure on the stool next to you. The fluorescent lights behind the bar glint in his eyes, shining up into his wide, rough face. I've heard talk you're hiring. The figure turns to face you. You don't recognize him, but in the shifting light, the Gaia's Gaia. That isn't surprising. Isn't Gaia's Gaia? I don't know. I'm struggling to read. From who and you are. You know, from who? He shrugs and looks around the bar. Sleepers tend to draw attention. You follow his eyes around the bar and notice a couple of patrons are eyeing you. Eugen. Currently freelance. He turns on his stool and leans back a little. The effort is clearly meant to impress you on what? The effect is clearly meant to impress on you his size. Am I just dyslexic? What? The effect is clearly meant to impress on you his size. And you have to admit, it works. Served on a whole slate of crews out of the spindle, cutters, mercs, extractors. He smiles and places a broad hand on his chest. Broad skill set, good work ethic, sense of humor, the full package. Humble too. Any references? Sounds perfect. Humble too. He clucks with his tongue, smiling. I like you already. We're gonna get along. I think there's typos. There's a lot of mistypes, but that's fine. There's bound to happen in text-based games. You're going to get on. We're going to get on. I'll run anything out of the far spindle. I'm tough and quiet, and you won't need to worry about me. He folds his arms across his chest. What kind of work are we talking about? Before you can answer, a wire echoes out from behind you. Eugen, you look over your shoulder for the source of the shout. Busy as ever, I see. Who the fuck are you? Vesna, cold and hardened captain. A group of 3 spacers drift behind you, one of them placing a heavy hand on your shoulder. She is fitted with matte metal optic implants. You cannot see her eyes. Okay, so she has no eyes. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. The caustic light from the tank plays across her face. Too busy to keep in touch, she sighs. I really don't like it when you have to come I really don't like it when I have to come and find you. Vesna, Eugen nods politely to her, not betraying any strong reaction. Do I look like I'm socializing? This is a meeting. Oh, a meeting? Vesna squeezes your shoulder. Is that what this is? Yes, Vesna. We're talking about a delivery, in fact. My friend here is being very helpful. He shoots you a knowing glance. That's right. Vesna turns to you with a raised eyebrow. But before she can speak, Eugen cuts in. This sleeper has a unique ability to extract data. Eugen smiles at Vesna. Exactly the kind of data you have been asking for. So, if we can get back to it, Eugen gestures towards you, then I can deliver what you need. You know, Eugen, I'm pretty tired of this whole act. She gestures dismissively at him. But in the end, it doesn't matter. She drops her hand from your shoulder to her belt. Your eyes follow it down to see a dark, boxy shape there. A weapon? You either deliver by the deadline or you don't. And when you don't, she smiles tightly. I'll be happy to take you through the consequences. Until then, she shoots you a final glance. Chat to whoever the hell you want. Vesna and the 2 spacers flanking her glide out of the bar, and Eugen watches them go with little emotion. So, Eugen smiles return. Yeah. I can read. I've been doing this shit for basically an hour. My throat hurts. So Eugen smiles. A smile returns. You were about to hire me? What was that? Don't get ahead of yourself. Eugen sighs. I'm serious about working. Are you serious about hiring me? I want to know what that was about. I'm not sure. I want to know what that was about. Vesna? He shrugs. She's just trying to rush me, that's all. I won't be working with her again. He pauses, choosing his words carefully. Of course, you can't talk about particulars, you understand. Vesna just wants to scare you off. She likes to cause me trouble. Eugen looks away out of the door of the bar. Let's not let her. He pauses in silence for a moment, still looking away. You try to get a read on him, but his face is blank. Only his glittering eyes hint at some rapid internal activity. He turns back to you and meets your eye, and a sudden shift in his manner obvious. If you need a crew, you need to work. If you need crew, you need to work. If you need to work, you need cryo. Is that right? Doesn't bother to stop for your answer. I can offer both hard work and a good contract with good payout. You take me with you on this job of mine, and we split the take. He looks down, thinking. Hell, if you do, I'll consider signing on longer term. He smiles, thinking of that. No more recruiting. What's the job? Salvage. He leans in. Oh, I do. Oh no, not more salvage. Oh god, knowing my last one went so perfectly. Salvage. He leans in. I know of a wreck untouched by the local crews. Which recently turned up in the wash. It's just a little sunward from here, but it's disabled. Transponder makes it invisible to anyone who doesn't know it's there. Had to squeeze the location out of contract, but I'll share it with you for a straight split. Take me and your crew, and we'll claim it all. It's going to be a good payout. He winks. A really good one. What's the catch? Eugen frowns. No catch. He leans back and looks around the bar. Happy to take the offer elsewhere. I just felt like you were the right captain for this one. I'll be ready to go whenever you like. Eugen pauses. As a show of good faith, I'll also fly out with you on any job from the far spindle, but I'm not leaving the station with you yet, not until we get my job done first. After that, we can talk flying together. No need to rush into it. He shakes your hand firmly, his palm rough and pitted, then turns back to his drink. You slip out of the bar looking to see if Vesna is nearby. You don't spot her among the passing crews, but you can't help but imagine eyes on you in the bar. You shake it off, having some familiar... Oh wait, no. You shake it off, having become familiar with the feeling of being observed. What matters is you have found yourself a crew member and a contract. Whether either will come good, however, remains to be seen. Damn! Holy shit! So we got a lot of shit, and we got 4 points, so we're going to throw that into this. So now, everything but an endure, we get a +1, and we need that. I lied. We will have a 0. Fuck. Okay, that's not bad, though. We can still upgrade. I think, though, next, I'm going to go for that reroll +1. That way, whenever we reroll, we can always get 2 dice. Yeah. Shit. Okay. What is happening here? So, diagnose your frame. That is a main one. So this one, yeah, major, minor, minor. Do I want to recruit this motherfucker? Oh, not what I want to do. I don't know if I do. I don't want to help Cadet either. What I want is to get that fucking... What was it? The fucking asteroid. I want to get the asteroid done. Get the money from that so we're not fucked. That's the big one. Let's not fucking die. So let's go ahead and re-roll. We have 3 glitch? When was this going to be apparent? 2? Oh no. When did I get glitch? Okay. That's an issue. I don't like that. Fuck. Okay, that's just not good. It's 2. I don't want to help you. You're not a bad person. I just don't want to help you. Okay, can't really talk to anyone there. We're good. Let me switch out this bullshit. Okay, now we'll get cryo. We need cryo desperately. What can I do with this? I might just have... Well, no. I need to just ensure I can get some cryo. That's good. I can get 2 energy right now. Let me go ahead and throw this in here. Yeah. Starving. Yeah. Okay, so I can go here. Let me just order 2 of these. I'm no longer starving. I will be starving as soon as I go to bed, though, which is not great. Let's go ahead and throw this in there. +3 cryo. You know, that's fine. I will honestly take that. You know, let's buy another one of these. So we have another energy, so we're not starving. This is going to be another cycle, good and gone. And then from here... Oh, shit. Oh, Cadet, fuck off! No! I don't want to talk to you. Sleeper, Cadet drifts from the shadows out... Let me take a second. God damn. So much bullshit has happened this one episode. This is going to be stressful. Stressful. Fuck me. Sleeper. Cadet drifts from the shadows outside Bliss's Bay, looking around nervously as she approaches. Seems like I'm going to need to call in that favor. Her face is pale and deathly serious. What favor? She doesn't seem to hear you, distracted by a group of spacers gliding noisily down the passage behind her. She waits until they pass. Someone hit strip line. No idea where. No idea where Camel. No idea where Camel is. A bunch of goons tearing the place apart as we speak. She screws up her face in pain. Even tried to grab me, but those muscle heads are slow. Who would attack a courier? No idea. She shakes her head. Those were typical renta thugs. Could have been anyone with chits to burn. Remember that package I asked for your help with? The one that was bothering me? I remember you mentioning it. I reckon it's got something to do with it. The job was a bus, an express run all the way to the underhang. But when I got there, no one home. She is whispering now, leaning close. The place was smashed up like someone got there first. Should have dumped the package and run. But I brought it back like... Pause. I brought it back like a good girl. Stashed it in a safe spot at strip line. Thought the sender might come in to recover it. But when they didn't, well, I got curious. Popped it open. She shakes her head. Stupid thing to do. Inside was a drive encrypted to hell and back. When I ran into you, well, I heard sleepers are good with data, with tech, so I thought you might be able to take a look. She shrugs. Now slip line's trash too. Here's the thing, she glances around. Back when I popped it open, I noticed the drive had a dispatch marker. Hexport. Fucking what? Doesn't mean anything. Fuck! I don't want to help you, but now you've got my interest. What the fuck is up with Hexport? Who blew it up? What is going on? Could it be connected to Hexport almost getting... Whoa, I had that way wrong. Hexport getting atomized? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. This thing was sent out from there just before it got cooked. She pauses. And with the kind of attention I've been getting the past couple of cycles, she slips a hand terminal from her bag, taps a couple of times, then holds it up to you. Cadet stares out at you from the screen. Wait, from the screen. Straight face and pale. Beside her picture, you see a block capitals. Spindle Jack KD754 in breach of FAR Spindle Code B12 plus F34. Reward for information leading to capture considered dangerous. So you've got a hit on you. I'm already fucked as is. You want me to help you? I want to know, but you are fucking me here. Dickheads blasted it out on the transit channels. Every Spindlejack hauler and freight carrier is going to be watching for me. She pulls back the hand terminal angrily, stuffing it away in her bag. Something's going on. Anyone who can help? She looks away. Spindlejacks don't make friends easily, and now all the couriers I do know are looking to turn me in for a payment. She snaps her head to the side, her eyes flashing with anger. Why do you think I'm here? It's time for that favor, Sleeper. She meets your eye. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need the fight back. If I walk away, there's nothing to walk away to. She softens a little. I need your help. What if I turn you in? What do I do here? Like, what do I... This is so bad. This is fucked. I'm fucked. There's nothing I can really, like, okay. I've already got Lane on my ass. I've got plans to go help this motherfucker with water. And then I've got Eugene trying to fucking hop on my back. Like, motherfucker, too many people, please. I got a new crew with Bliss. Bliss is awesome. I love Bliss. Seraphin's with me as well. I've got my trio. And now I've got you trying to hop board. What? What is this? What? Okay, you know what? What can I do? I need you to get the drive. You want me to risk my life to get that damn thing? Ha! What? She takes a breath. If they want it that much, then I can use it to buy my way out of this shit show. And I tucked it away somewhere safe. So my guess is they haven't gotten it yet. If you just slip in, I'll give you the location, and you pull the thing out. She folds her arms. Should be simple. None of this is simple. None of it is simple. Just snatch it and go. Don't overthink it. Ooh, I'm gonna throw hands with this motherfucker. Everything is over fucking complicated. I have to overthink everything. Look, this thing turns out to be worth something, you'll get your due. All I want is my life back. The drive is in the workshop. There's a loose panel behind the air bike rack. She leans in. It's taped to the back of the fuse box inside. I've got to keep heading down the spindle to the overhang. Past the end of the transit tunnels, no one will rat me out there. She glances around. I'll come find you when it's done. I've still got some network access. I'll know when you got it. When you go in. I can't read. She winks, offering no further explanation. My bike's locked up nearby. I'm gonna hop. She pauses. Do me this favor. We are clear. Fuck. She slips back into the shadows, and a few moments later, you hear a percussive pulse of an air bike accelerating away. You know at least what it's like to be on the run, to flee your life, and in that you feel an empathy of connection with Cadet. But from every other angle, this looks like bad news, the kind of sensible person would steer well clear from. Perhaps you could steer well clear if it wasn't for one detail that's stuck in your mind. The drive is from Hexport. Is all that enough to send you down to Stripline to search for that drive? Only time will tell. Oh my god. Fuck's sake. That's not good. Slipline Express. And I don't have good drives for this. I don't. Everything I've got is fucked. Okay, let's burn those. I basically need it. Let's throw this in here. I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of this. Yeah, just energy. New location discovered though, so that's interesting. New location. Where? It's on the other side? That'd be cool. Oh shit. No. No! Let me see it. No. Where? New location discovered. Would you know showing me the new location? Unless it's this. No, that's bar shift. Unless it's here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I got excited. It's not what I thought it was. Okay, so it must just been something. I should go for this. I've got plenty of shit. My dice aren't great. That's a bit of my issue. The Rent-A-Thugs Cadet mentioned are guarding the strip line while they search for the drive. Better to scope them out before heading in. Okay, let's see how this goes. A dangerous drive. That's a double. This, I don't know what happens if I get it bad. If they just be like, oh, there he is. Okay, it just takes my energy. That's honestly fine. I'm going to be starving when I wake up. But from there, I think we're just going to go straight for the water. 1 cycle plus 1 stress. This is good dice, too. By God, this is perfect, honestly. Is there a time limit on this? It does not look like it. So I think I'm going to take this, because that is 250. It's risky, but that's fine. And it'll get rid of 3 of the hunt. Okay, hold on. Select. Oh, I take both of them. Right, because Seraphin's injured, so I can't take him. Okay. So I might need to take both. Both is good. Filled and filled. Okay. Travel to contract. Confirm. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. The asteroid looms large in the cockpit's glass, light glinting off the sheets of the surface ice. The same glint that must have caught Malik's attention when he was fleeing the Conway countermeasures that damaged the spring tide. There's been no sign of Conway drones or mines, but that doesn't stop Seraphin being cautious in his approach. Okay, so he is here. He's not helping. That makes sense because he is the pilot. You have to admit you found yourself searching the black void of space for a telltale blinking red beacon too. I'm glad that him and I are on the same page for that. We're close enough to jump down to the surface. Seraphin locks down the engine. I don't see anything on the scope, but I'll keep her warm just in case. Why so jumpy? Did you see those holes in the spring tides? Did you see those holes in the spring tide? Seraphin responds without looking away from the controls. We hit one of those Conway mines. We'll be dust. I say we core this snowball fast. Eugene shrugs. The less time we're out here, the less likely we are to run into anything Conway left behind. Simple. Sure, Seraphin cuts in. But fast means messy, and messy means more danger to the ice. We don't need to crack the shelf, and lose half of the water we came to survey. Who said anything about messy? Eugene stretches, unclipping from his seat. Fast and clean, he winks at you. Easy. You unclip from your seat and kick off towards the airlock. The scale of the asteroid is troubling, but Seraphin assures you on the journey here that surveying it would be easy enough. Just take a sample from the deep ice for testing. The problem, he said, is getting down that deep. You'll have to cut away the ice, dig yourself a hole, and doing so will create fractures in the shelf. The asteroid may be big, but it is held together with only a weak gravitational force. The more the ice is cracked away, the less there is for the far spindle to harvest, something you doubt Malik would be happy about. Okay. So the more we break away, the less there's going to be. So we got to be careful with how we go about it. You push the worry to the back of your mind and get suited up. Something on your mind? Bliss drifts up beside you and pulls the suit from the rack. Just hope we don't mess up the job. They shrug. I don't want to jinx it, but it seems simple enough. Oh, gee. No. Bliss, no. Can't say rock, or in this case ice cutting is my usual strength, but it's going to be simpler than slicing a hole without touching any of the internals. Bliss zips up their suit. We'll be fine. Bliss's reassurance that they don't have any experience with the job you're about to do doesn't exactly calm your worries, but their nonchalant attitude helps, especially when you consider the volume of ice you are about to start cutting into. Cheer up, Bliss punches you in the arm as you get into the airlock. Might never happen. The lock cycles, and you find yourself staring out at the glinting surface of the asteroid. 1 second, Sleeper. Seraphine's voice comes over the comms. I'm seeing something here. Some kind of man-made shaft on the far side of the asteroid. That's what that is. Interesting. Eugen is stood beside you in the airlock. But in this vacuum, you only hear him through the comm link. Crews sometimes stash goodies out on rocks like this. Let's go take a look. He pats you on the shoulder. Just hold up. Seraphine's voice cuts through. The survey is our only priority, and the integrity of the water ice, hunting for buried treasure, comes dead last on the to-do list. You can almost hear his eyes. You can almost hear his eyes rolling through the comm link. Don't get distracted. You squint at the rock and spot a dark recess? Recess? Yeah. Just over the curve of the asteroid. That'll be the distraction then. You refocus on the ice sheet. Time to get started. Alrighty. Okay, so we have a lot of room to, fuck up. So we can go over to the frozen shaft, but our main goal is the ice sheet. This is it. This is all we focus on. Man, are y'all fucking useless. Holy shit. Bliss, love ya. You're great. Where are your fucking attributes? Oh my lord. Okay, this is fine. I have a lot of dice I can play with here. Oh, I didn't realize how big this clock was. We're gonna need a lot of days for this. But, oh, that's nice. There we go. You have good dice. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a damn minute. Oh, okay. Never mind. I am so sorry, Bliss. I didn't realize you were ready to lock the fuck in. Eugen, what the fuck? God damn it. I gotta pay attention more. 3! Oh, Bliss, you got it. You are amazing. I love you. You're great. Let's look at this. We can fuck around with this a little bit. I really shouldn't, but ice stress. Fuck. Okay, so that does put ice on stress on it. Oh no, that's a 1. Huh? Okay, so that's okay. I shouldn't push it. That alone should have been more than enough to be like, yeah, don't. Let's get this done. Those are good. That's really good, in fact. Okay, let's focus on this. I can actually probably... Let's see how much I get from this. 2? From a perfect? Yeah, I'll take it. Damn, I thought that would have given more. Okay, let's throw this in here. That'll boost it up more. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, I'm gonna throw this. Let's get this done. Hell yeah, Bliss. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Bliss. Okay, and that's perfect. New location discovered. Okay, deep ice. Okay, so this is gonna be where we put all our time for you, Eugen. You're not great at it either, though, but stress, that's fine. Okay, not great, but that's fine. We really need to get high pulls for this. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. There we go. Okay. Oh my god, Eugen. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Oh, that goes down to a 4. It's so dog shit. Oh, I hate it. Okay, let's push it. If I get stressed, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take stress. I should not throw that in there. That is a 1. Oh, that's a 3. It's better than a 2. Individual stress is fine. I will take individual stress because that doesn't put stress on the asteroid itself, because the asteroid is our main goal. Oh, we are so fucking with this. Okay. Lock the fuck in. Alright, let's push through. Yeah. Yes. I'll throw this in here because it's a 4. Take the stress. Okay. The sample core, a long and weighty cylinder of cloudy ice, comes up out of the borehole cleanly. It glows in the sunlight, catching the rays of its frosted interior. What a beaut, Eugene rumbles through the comms. Looks drinkable to me. Hell, I'd be happy to slice it up and drop a few chunks in a glass of rack. Let's not melt it down for liquid refreshments just yet, Seraphin chimes in. It's lightly packed with unpleasant impurities. The question is, are they the kind of impurities the far spindle can filter out? Let's get it back to the ship and we can run the analysis on the trip back. Seraphin pauses. And before you get any ideas about digging around on that asteroid some more, remember, what if we broke away any of the ice? Malik will likely dock our... Remember that if we break away any of the ice, Malik will likely dock our pay. You start to journey back to the ship, dragging the sample core with you. As you do, you look back down at the asteroid, wondering if there might be the bargaining chip Malik has been looking for. You'll know soon enough. So, cold never bothered me. Nice achievement. Extract the ice core without spoiling the hull. 2% of people got that. I do want to fuck around with this a little bit more because I have really good dice. I'm not going to push it to the point where there's enough stress, but there we go. If we get too much stress, I'll stop. But we are kind of fucking working with this right now, and we have the dice for it. That's good. That's 2. God, Bliss, you are amazing. Okay, I could risk this 3. I'm going to try it, because if we can get it, that could be an extra piece. And that is exactly why we gamble. Data. Okay. Ooh, I have a plus for that. So I'm going to end the cycle. We're going to take one more second for this. See where that helps. That is really good. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm really the only person that can run this. Give me 3. Ghosts of the Past. That gives 2. Not the worst thing in the world. That does bring it to a 3. That's 1. Can we get another 1? Yes, we can. A flickering screen catches your eye in the dark of the bunker. A distorted female face, further refracted by the surrounding ice, stares at you from the terminal with blank white eyes. You move closer, straining to hear her voice, but the recording is silent, or perhaps the terminal's audio output is broken. All you can do is watch the pale face as it contorts through the corruption and noise. It could be explained some important secret long forgotten, or just recounting a personal anecdote. It is hard to tell. Circles and curving arcs flash across the face, graphical visualizations of orbit and flight plans. You squint at them and the shape's unknown to you. And then as soon as it starts, the playback ends, leaving a frozen frame on the screen. A ghost face circled by orbits. You slot the drive into the terminal and copy what residual data is left, unsure where it might lead you. Once it is done, you shut off the terminal once and for all. As you leave the bunker, the pale face flashes once more in your mind. Those blank eyes, the flat stare. Was that a human or something else? You turn the image over in your mind, unsure of its importance. Interesting. And we could still go for this. I'm not gonna, because none of me or my crew can handle it, because we don't roll with that. Contract concluded. You can now travel back to orbit. Once you leave, you will not be able to return. Leave. -3 stress. That couldn't have gone any better. Thank fuck that Bliss did not fuck us there with that jinx. On the journey back from the asteroid, you pored over the tests Malik had given you to run, improvising the necessary equipment from your mess. Each one produced spools of data, much of which you could not sparse. Arriving into the vicinity of the far spindle, you broadcast these strings of data to Malik's personal terminal on the spring tide as instructed. Despite all of this preparation, you are still surprised when you find Malik standing at the far side of the docking terminal as you leave the rig. Sleeper. He nods neatly to you. I thought it was better I come down here, away from my crew, to discuss your findings. And the findings were? Straight to the point. He collapses his hands. Good. As I suspected, the asteroid was indeed rich with water ice. Thankfully, the contaminants can be dealt with. He speaks matter-of-factly, betraying little emotion. With the data you provided, I should be able to convince the Far Spindle administration of its worth. Then we're good. Malik smiles. That remains to be seen. Before I make payment, I would like to ask in person if you saw anything else of consequence, anything to share with me that might affect my dealings with Far Spindle. He folds his arms across his chest. I would prefer not to have any surprises when I go to retrieve the water. Nothing that affects the water. Fine job. It seems that you sleepers really do deserve your reputation as effective workers. Malik reaches into his pocket and produces a stack of cryo chits, bound carefully with a strip of paper. 250 cryo, as agreed. You take the chits and quickly tuck them away. With that, our business is concluded, Sleeper. Malik nods lightly. I must speak with the administration to negotiate the release of my ship, and then prepare for immediate departure. The Syndicate will be eager for my successful return. Thank you. Malik bows and turns. Should our paths cross again, I will see that it will be to your benefit. Oh, Malik, you saint! Sleeper, Seraphim catches your attention as you go to leave your ship. Can I have a minute? Of course. Seraphim ducks into the maintenance passage and waits for you to follow. Into the narrow passage framed with loose wires and thick conduits, Seraphim looks suddenly small, trapped. He looks at the open circuitry panel as he speaks, avoiding your gaze. You see he's playing with a coin in his hand, nervously spinning it in the air. Since we cleared Hexport, I've been putting feelers out for something. Feelers? He rubs his hands nervously. I've been in the belt for a long time, and I came here alone. But back on Darkside, just before we made a break for it, I heard something. I heard someone was looking for me. He pauses, trying to organize his thoughts. Isn't one bounty enough? Seraphim smiles. I don't think this was a bounty. I also heard something else. They said the person looking for me claimed to be my sister. He waits for your reaction. It could be a ruse. Fuck, are you saying you want to go back? That's a terrible idea, but at the same time, I'm a sentimental person. Fuck. You have a sister? I did, yeah. Or I did. Or I do. He shakes his head, but I don't know if it's really her. Just because someone says they're my sister, well, I can't be for sure. Thing is, I haven't seen my sister in a long time. I was still a kid when I left, so was she. Though I don't think she would have liked to admit at the time. he smiles to himself. I know you don't remember how it was back in Darkside. I mean, he sighs, but we were alone, you and me. Lane didn't let us out much, just to work, and that was it. So when I ever heard one of his guys mention someone was sniffing around trying to find me, I didn't know what to think. He frowns. And then, hearing it could have been my sister, he goes quiet. You try to recall that time, the cycle spent under Lane's influence, working for him in exchange for stabilizer. You close your eyes, focus, but the details flicker, the images collapse and reform. Has Seraphine told you this before? Was this all a part of your plan? Wait, is this why you helped me escape? You wanted to find her. Yes, he shrugs. It changes things for me, the thought she could be out there. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to get you out of there too. He pauses, and you sense he is finding this difficult. I know it doesn't matter now. I told you about her then before. How can I trust that? I'm sorry I don't remember. Why tell me now? Since we got away, since Hexport, I've been asking around, speaking to spacers, traders, and like I said, something has finally come up. It seems whoever is trailing me left Darkside pretty soon after Yutsubo caught wind of her sniffing around. I doubt they made her feel very welcome, but I managed to get a name. The name she gave, Luz, wasn't my sister's, but that doesn't mean much. It gave me something to follow. She bounced around the wash a little, far spindle, flotsam, not sure why. He squints at the loose wire. The last thing she did was book passage to Wellspring on a Lodic freighter. That's it. Wait, who mentioned a Lodic freighter? Was it Malik? Someone mentioned a Lodic freighter. Fuck, who was it? That's it. I could have helped. How do you know this? Mostly ship manifests and port records, a few favors on the quiet. I want to go to Wellspring Sleeper to know if it's really her, and if it isn't, to settle what needs settling. I have other priorities. Let's do it. Thank you, Sleeper. He meets your eye. I will admit it has been strange reminding myself that everything we talked about back on Darkside, everything we did, it's lost now. He smiles. But I'm glad to see you're still you. I'm glad to see you are still you, whatever that means. I'm not sure I know who I am. Me neither, he smiles. Anyways, better to get back to it. Seraphine squeezes past you in the corridor and glides back towards the engine room. You watch him go, wondering if your paths together can ever be reclaimed. Your mind wanders to thoughts of Seraphine's sister. For a moment, you wonder what it is like to have a family, and if you will ever know. Interesting. That's really, really interesting. Okay. So, we got rid of all the hunted because we went on that quest. That's really good. Or the contract, I should say, because it's contracts, not quests. But that is really good. But now here comes the interesting part. So we need to go to... That's not what I meant to do. I meant to look at the map. Okay. So, Eugen cannot follow us past this. I don't even know if I want him on my crew, honestly. No offense to him. Flotsam will help me. We gotta go... Was it Wellspring? It may have been Wellspring. The Hollow. Greenbelt. I think it was Wellspring. I think that's where we gotta go for that. But we don't have a nav. What is it called? I forget. We don't have a HasNav. So we've got to get that. And we need more fuel, because that's a 9 fucking fuel. That's really, really expensive. What is this? Solheim data. Okay, we could probably sell that somewhere. Where? Don't know. Um, fuck. Okay, so we've got a lot. We've got a lot of shit going for us. That's great. We are back up in the green now as well. This is going more than fucking fantastic. Hell yes. Okay, I think that is going to be where I end this for now. This is going great. We were going from like, you know, stuff just being difficult and hard to get and all this sort of stuff to now we are in the fucking game. We are doing shit. This is good. I really like this. We got a new fucking crew member too. I love Bliss. Bliss is amazing. Seraphin's my boy. Eugen and Cadet, they're there. I don't know if I'm considering them yet. I might help Cadet next because I ain't gonna lie, I really don't care for fucking Eugen. I don't care for his storyline. It's just bounty hunter shit. Yeah, I don't really care personally, but I really am curious about what Cadet's going on with because it's Hexport. We got to know what's going on with Hexport. So that is probably going to be where I end it. We know where we're going to pick up next, probably, assuming Lane is not on our fucking ass. And then after Cadet, we are going to go to Flotsam, I think it was called, and then we're gonna figure out what the fuck's wrong with me because I can't have myself break more. And then hopefully we can get fucking Lane off our ass. So appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you all